everybody, it's Delaney Kalea from Delaney Kalea Beauty and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hey! Okay, so I'm so excited clearly. Today I'm going to be showing you how to go from this simple New Year's Eve look to this glam one, and I'm going to be showing you how to transform from that to this. I'm going in the depth here, baby. So I hope that you love it. And also, before I forget, I just want to give a huge shout out before I start. On my eyelids, I'm wearing the Lit Cosmetics glitter glue and glitter, and I just want to say a huge thank you to them because I did order this and they were so sweet. I got it way earlier than when I was supposed to, and I got this in the mail, but I also got 2 free glitters that they just sent me out of the kindness of their heart, and they sent me a little handwritten letter and an ornament for Christmas. It was the most sweet, thoughtful thing ever, and it made my whole entire night. So I just want to say thank you, Lit Cosmetics, for that. I'm genuinely impressed with their products. Clearly, look how gorgeous this glitter is. But I just wanted to give them a huge thank you because they did not have to do that, and that was just honestly the most amazing thing. Thank you, Lit Cosmetics, and let's get into the video. Hey guys, it's Delaney, and welcome back to my channel. Mood. Okay. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to moisturize my skin, which is very important because you don't want dry skin. I'm going in with this Clinique Pep Start moisturizer. This is like my favorite moisturizer ever. Next, we're going to be going in with the Becca Backlit Priming Filter. And basically what this is a primer with illuminator in it to make your skin look all glowy underneath your foundation. So I'm going to take a pump of that on the back of my hands, and it's beautiful. Like, okay, so I'm just going to be dotting that all over my face, and if I'm looking over here or over here, it's because I have a mirror so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to be putting that all over my skin, making sure that my whole entire face is covered. Alright, that's done. Let's move on to under eye correcting. I have very bad dark circles and no one wants that. So I'm going to be doing this before my foundation because once you've got foundation there and then you put color correcting on top of it, it's not going to look right. So I'm going to go with the Smashbox color correcting stick in the peach shade because I'm white. I can't use the orange one. I have to use the peach one. So I'm going to be taking this and I'm going to just be drawing it underneath my eye where I have dark spots. And I'm not using a lot. Next I'm going to be going in with the Sephora brush. It's number 75 and it's really a contouring brush, but I like this for my under eyes. And I'm going to be very lightly stippling this under my eye. I'm not completely blending it out because you will just blend away your color correcting and then there was no point in me doing it. Okay, so next I'm going to be taking 2 concealers. I'm going to be taking the Kylie Cosmetics concealer in Gypsum and the Tarte Shape Tape concealer in Fair. The reason why I'm using 2 is because the Kylie one is a little dark on me. I really thought that I had ordered the right shade, but as you can see it's a little more tan, a little more beige than I would normally wear, but again, that's not a bad thing if you've got under eye darkness because it's going to hide that because of the orange undertone. But I like a little bit of brightening, so I'm going to be taking Tarte and Shape Tape and Fair, and see the difference. There's a huge difference. So I'm just going to be doing a very light hand. I'm not going to be crazy doing this underneath my eyes. So I'm just going to do little dots. And I'm leaving space. Oh, by the way, this is the Kylie one. I'm leaving space in between so I can dot in the Tarte as well. You don't have to do this with your concealer, but if you want a brightening effect, but you also want to cover, this is probably the best way for you to do it. And I'm just putting that Shape Tape in between the Kylie. And as you can see, there's a huge difference between the 2 colors, which again, I don't mind having a little bit of orange in my concealer because of the fact I do have dark circles, and the orange will cover it up. So that's a good step. I'm going to be taking that same Sephora brush and I'm going to be stippling that just like I did the color corrector. And I'm not going to be heavily blending this out because again, you're just going to blend away product and then what was the point? I have yet to find the perfect concealer for my eyes, and my mom has this issue too. We just work with what we've got and we just use what we can. But I really do like these 2 concealers a lot. I love the consistency. I love the color. I mean, right now, these are my favorites, and I don't see me going to any other unless someone comes up with a magical concealer that just hides everything, but I really do enjoy these 2. I'm looking a little crazy. Okay, so now that's done. Before I have a chance, I'm not going to let that crease. You do not want your concealer to crease. So I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me translucent, well, it's not translucent, and it's in the color Fair. They don't have a translucent one, but it's a loose powder, and basically what I'm going to be doing is baking my under eye. Okay, so baking is basically you are putting powder over where you are wanting to set, but the only difference is you're going to use a loose powder, and what this does is it's going to block off your pores, the oxygen to your pores, and it's going to cook whatever's underneath it, so it's on your face and it ain't going nowhere. So I'm going to be taking a damp Real Technique sponge, and I'm just going to be stamping that right where I put the concealer so it does not crease. Creasing is a big issue of mine, so I mean it still probably will crease because that's just my face, but I'm gonna let that sit there while I do the rest of my face makeup, and then we're gonna bake other places too. There's lipstick on my brush. Okay, so next I'm gonna be going in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Longwear Matte Foundation, and this stuff is great for oily skin. I'm not too sure about dry skin because it is a mattifying foundation and it will cling on to all of your dry spots, so I definitely don't recommend this to dry skin, but for oily skin, highly recommend it. Hang on, you gotta shake this sucker up before you go doing anything. And the thing about this foundation is that it dries very, very quickly, so I do not recommend, you know how you can sometimes just dot your foundation on your face and then go in? Do not do that with this because it dries and then it will be patchy. So you need to work quickly, but in small areas so you don't end up with a patchy face. My hand, and it's very watery, so that's why you gotta shake it. And I'll probably use a little bit more than this because it is so watery, it's not gonna cover much, so I might have to go back in a couple of times. Okay, so the chin is covered, and I'm gonna be going in with a little bit more, and try to avoid that under eye area that we're baking because you do not want liquid on top of powder. It just, no, it's wrong. You don't ever do that. See, this is already dry. And this stuff smells really good, actually. I love the smell. Make sure you blend out your neck, as always. Okay, don't forget to get your hairline. Don't get in your hair, though. I always do that, and I look like I have gray hair. Be sure to moisturize and prime your face a few minutes before you go putting your foundation and stuff on because you want your skin to absorb all of the moisture it can before you go sticking stuff on top of it, which I probably should have waited longer because my nose is looking a little dry, but you'll get the point. Oily girls, oily boys, if you are looking for a good foundation that controls oil, this is it. Okay, next I'm going to be covering up any other extra blemishes that I had missed or if I need extra coverage, and I'm going to be going in with the Kylie Cosmetics concealer. I'm going to also use Shape Tape because there are some areas I do want to brighten instead of just conceal. So I'm going to be taking Shape Tape and brightening up my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my chin. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking that wet Real Techniques beauty sponge and just blend all of that concealer out that I just put on to brighten or hide blemishes. I've been using Shape Tape for a good 5 months and it's been my favorite, but Kylie's formula is something I've never quite come across a formula like hers. I really like it. I'm going to be contouring a little bit, not too heavily, just a little bit. I want the focus to be on the eyes, even though I'm going to be doing like a light to dark type thing. I still want to look a little bit chiseled. So I'm going to be using the Infallible Pro Glow Concealer in Cocoa. I really do like using concealer for contouring. I don't know, I just really like the way it blends out, and it's just really simple. Like, you don't have to go and use all these contour kits or anything. You can just go and get a concealer and contour. And I really do honestly like this formula of concealer a lot. I always like to do this because it makes my nose look like more buttony, if that makes sense. And you can completely skip this step if you don't feel like it's necessary. I'm going to be going in with that same beauty sponge, and I'm just going to be tapping this out. And sometimes I will go back and forth between a sponge and a brush just to be sure that it's blended seamlessly. So like, I'll probably do that. So I'll blend it out best I can with a sponge first, and then I'll go in with a brush to just make sure it's all blended perfectly. looking a little crazy, I'm going to be going with the Sephora 202 contour brush just to further blend that out. And I'm using circular motions to buff this into my skin. I'm not dragging it, I'm buffing it. Because once you start going up and in, you're just swiping it on top of your foundation and it's going to smudge it, and you don't want it smudged. I'm using the smaller end just to blend out my nose contour. And just using a beauty blender to further blend that out. I go in back with Shape Tape just to further highlight the tip of my nose. I'm just taking that same beauty blender and then taking that beauty sponge and just blending that out. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. Who else here loves Taylor Swift? I'm a Swiftie. I love Taylor Swift. I don't know about y'all, but I do. And her stuff's always stuck in my head. I mean, that's what she does best, right? Okay, so the face is all contoured, and now we need to set it with powder. So I'm going to be going back in with that Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'm going to be baking my face like we did earlier. This is why you need to be careful with translucent powder, because it goes everywhere. I'm going to be going in underneath that contour. I'm just going to be drawing a line. See, make sure you blend everything out. I forgot my lip. And underneath my lip, on my chin, obviously, what else is this called? By the time I wipe this off, my face will be set and I won't have to worry about it creasing or anything. Okay, next I'm going to be doing my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in Ebony and my Morphe eyebrow brush, and this is the E29 brush. Also, before I forget, if you guys see me looking down at a mirror while I'm doing my makeup, it's because it helps me see better. I had a little hack. It helps me see better and helps me see what I'm doing better, because I'm getting a better view of my face. I'm seeing the crease of my eye, I'm seeing my eyebrow really well. I just don't know what it is about it, but I always hold it lower. I don't always hold it up. I hold it down because I can see what I'm doing so much better, and I highly recommend you try it. Okay, so once I like how my eyebrows are looking, I'm going to be cleaning them up with concealer, and this part isn't necessary. I'm dropping everything, y'all. I am so sorry. If you like the look, oh my god, please stand by. If you like the look of a clean eyebrow, I highly do recommend this step. I can just show you really quick what I do. I go in with a lighter concealer, and I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape, and I just take some on the back of my hand. And again, this is not necessary. This is just for you extra people that have to take the extra step to make your eyebrows look good. Okay, that's gonna stay there. Okay, so I'm taking the Morphe M421 brush. This is a concealer brush, obviously. Cleaning up any wonky lines that I might have. This is just to help straighten my eyebrows up. And again, eyebrows are not twins, they're sisters or even cousins. They don't have to be exactly the same. I'm going to be going on the very top, and I'm going to be carving out my arch and then making that tail very sharp and very, if you get what I mean, by that noise I made. Do you know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. And I'm just going to be taking it to the top of my brow just to make sure it's super straight. And there's that eyebrow. And then what I do after that is I take a sponge and I just blend out that concealer. Down in the lobby. Okay, brows are officially done, and now it's time to move on to the very exciting part, and that is eyeshadow. And I'm going to be taking you from a New Year's easy, quick, if you don't want to spend a lot of time on your makeup eyeshadow look, I'm going to be taking you from that to a full-on glam, dramatic, smoky eye look. So just stay tuned. So let's go. And also, might I add, probably should do your eyes first because I just realized I'm probably gonna have some fallout because that always happens. So do your eyes first. Okay, let's go. Okay, so the two eyeshadow palettes I'm going to be using for this look are these looks. Excuse me, these looks is the ColourPop Dream Street palette. And this is their collaboration with the beautiful Kathleen Lights, and these are the colors, and they're gorgeous. And then I'm going to be going in with the ColourPop Golden State of Mind, and this is all shimmer / metallic shades. I mean, let me just swatch one on the back of my hand for you. Are you kidding? So we're going to be going in with Dream Street. Now this palette, the reason why I chose this palette is because it's so great and you can do any kind of look you can imagine with this. It's got the perfect amount of neutrals, and then it's got the dark greenish blue to spice it up a little. So we're going to be going in with that. And all the brushes I'm going to be using are from Morphe because they're my favorite, of course. I highly recommend them, and I recommend them to anyone. And they're perfectly priced. They're not too expensive. They're just good brushes. So here's all the brushes I've got. Now you don't need all of these. I just grabbed some extras just in case I needed some extras. Alright, I'm going to try to keep this look as simplistic as possible, and I'm not going to be using a lot of brushes because of the fact I want to keep it simplistic and quick and not hard. I'm going to be using these 3 Morphe brushes. This one, I think it's from the Ostrich collection. There's no number on this, but it's a fluffy blending brush. And then I'm going to be going in with the M532, which is a even fluffier blending brush. And this is the Morphe E27. This is my favorite blender, and this is my favorite brush to use with this Dream Street palette. Like, these two together is magic. But anyways, I could talk forever about brushes, but let's just get started because I don't want to bore you too much. Okay, so I'm going to be going in with the base color, and I'm going to be using this one. I really should learn these shade names better for you guys, so I will work on that, I swear. So I'm going to be taking that flat, fluffy brush, and I'm just going to be brushing all over my lid, just as a base color. And it's got some shimmer in it, but it's not too crazy, but it's beautiful. Okay, this is the most important step to me in any eyeshadow look, simple or not. You need a transition shade, and basically what this is going to be a brown or a taupe or anything in that family, or even a yellow sometimes. It's going to be a color that you're going to put in your crease, and basically what this does, you're going to put this before anything else, after that base, but before anything else. Because if you just go putting on this dark brown, it's not going to blend right. So transition shades help seamlessly blend everything together, and it helps create that nice smoked out look. It's hard to explain, but I hope I'm making sense. It just helps bring everything together. So for my transition today, I'm going to be using this one. I'm reading this palette right, which I'm very confused right now with the setup of this palette. I think this is called Shooting Star. I'm going to be going with Shooting Star and the I'm going to be going in with Shooting Star in the E27 Morphe blending brush, and this is my transition shade. And again, holding my mirror below me, I'm going to be going into my crease and just blending back and forth, and I'm not picking up a lot of product. I'm going in with a very light hand too as well. So I'm barely going in, and I'm blending this out very lightly. I'm not going to be going all the way up to my brow bone. I'm just going to keep it kind of low, but seamlessly blend it up. I'm being messy with it, not being too precise, just getting it in my eye. Okay, in my eye? Oh yeah, I'm putting it in my eye. Okay, on my eyelid. So now that our transition shade is down, I'm going to be taking a little bit of a darker shade. I'm going to be taking this one, and if I'm right, this should be called Potion. Y'all, I'm so sorry. Potion. And this is a brown rusty shade. It's got a red undertone to it, which honestly, I reach towards the warmer tones, but you can honestly use whatever you want. I'm just showing you like my rendition of a look that I would do, but you can use whatever you want. But I'm showing you techniques more than anything. The most important thing to me is to teach technique. Okay, so I'm going to be going in with that rusty color, and I'm going to be keeping this pretty low and keeping it kind of on the outer part of my eye, and I'm putting it in my crease. I don't know if you can see this. I'm putting the brush in my crease, and I'm pressing very hard, but I'm barely moving it. I'm just going very lightly, and that's going to keep it on the outer portion of my eye, and then I'm going to just be blending it out. And once you're trying to flick it out, be very light-handed, or it's going to go everywhere. And I'm barely bringing this into my inner crease, inner eye. Y'all, it's so crazy. I can't talk. I like using more than like 2 eyeshadows because the more the better in my opinion, because it helps blend everything together. You don't have to use all these crazy colors. Stick to neutrals, but if you use more the better because it will blend out better. It's just, that's my personal experience. You don't have to, but I've noticed it works a lot better that way. And just to deepen it up just a little bit more, I'm going to be taking this dark brown, and it's called Moony. No. Girl, what am I doing? Okay, yeah, that's gotta be right. Okay, this color is called Elfish. So this is Elfish, this dark brown. Tapping off the excess, and I'm still using the same brush. I love this brush. And I'm going to be lightly putting that on the outer corner and blending it kind of towards the middle of my eye. But keeping it low, because you don't want it to go up too high or it's not gonna look right. So just bring it in just a little bit, and I'm only using a little, I'm not using a ton because that color is very dark and very pigmented, and it can take two turns. It can either help deepen up a look a little bit, or it can make you go looking like Catwoman. So just be careful of what you're doing with dark colors, because you can either go one of two ways. And if you start out with a little and you work your way into making it deeper, that's better. Because if you just go in and you're like with the dark shade, you're gonna have to start over if that's not the look you're going for. Okay, so I'm blending that out, kind of bringing it in, but I'm mainly keeping it out here and then bringing it in just a little. Making sure everything's blended out. No harsh lines. Come on, who wants harsh lines? I mean, hey, to each his own. If you want harsh lines, you go ahead, sister. You go right ahead. I'm not stopping you. Okay, so then I'm going to be taking this Morphe M532. And this is another one of my favorite blending brushes. It's a big old fluffy blending brush, and it's got nothing on it. And I'm just going to be blending all of that together. I could sit here and blend for hours, but I know no one's got that time, so just make sure it's seamlessly blended together. See how much better that looks? Let's focus on the lid. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Golden State of Mind palette by ColourPop. You could honestly use any of these colors. Really, you could. For this look, you could honestly use any of these colors because it is so neutral. Anything would really go. But let's see. I'm not sure which one I want to use. I'm feeling a champagne one for this, because I'm trying to keep it pretty simple but also very dolled up at the same time. I need to get my life together. This is something that I will tell everybody because it is a crucial step in putting shimmers or metallics. Y'all, I'm dropping everything. Crucial when I'm putting any kind of shimmer or metallic on my eyelid. If you just go putting it on your eyelid, which is, hey, you totally could, but it doesn't seem to stick very well or last very long if I just go putting it on my lid without setting spray. This is the ColourPop Amber Crystal Setting Spray, and you could use any setting spray. There's a Wet n Wild one that I'm obsessed with. It's bomb. But this is the Amber Crystal Setting Spray in their Amber Crystal collection. It comes with this, a liquid highlighter or illuminator, and a lip balm, which I'm obsessed with. It smells like cotton candy, and it feels so good on your lips. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. I'm going to be taking that concealer brush that I did for my eyebrows. I'm going to be going in with setting spray. What I'm going to be doing is, almost forgot my own rule, I don't like to spray my brush before I go in with the color because I don't like to get setting spray in my eyeshadows. I used to do it, but I feel like it messes with the formula a little bit, like if you're putting it in the pan, so I try to avoid that as best as I possibly can. Okay, so I'm going to be going in with Golden Egg, is this one right here. I'm getting it right. I'm learning how ColourPop does their things, because I got this for Christmas, and I'm new to ColourPop's eyeshadow palettes, and can I please just say they're my favorite formulas. They have definitely impressed me. Like, I am ride or die for life. So if you need a good eyeshadow palette that's cheap and you want a good formula, go look on ColourPop, I'm telling you. But anyways, so I'm going to be going in with Golden Egg, and I'm going to be going in with that concealer brush. And I love how stiff this brush is. Like, it just picks up color so seamlessly and so easily, and it's not too fluffy, so the hairs, it doesn't disperse too much, it just is on there. And so I'm going to be taking the Amber Crystal Setting Spray, and I'm going to be spraying one side and the other side. I got that on the wall Great, now the wall's gonna be set with setting spray. Okay. It's gonna be amber crystaled out. And then I'm gonna be taking the brush, holding it down so you can see your crease. I'm just gonna be using that brush and I'm gonna be drawing a line, and this is cutting the crease without concealer. And I'm just gonna be packing that color on the inner part of my eye and just bringing it in. But I'm taking the tip and I'm drawing a line where my crease is to cut it a little bit. Not literally cut it, because that's how it sounds. I'm just making a sharp line to show where my crease is. It's just so simple, but like so glam at the same time. And I might even go over it with something else just to make it pop a little more. And do the same thing on the other eye. And I love this technique with the setting spray. Like, I don't do shimmers any other way else. Wet my brush again. Okay, there we go, that's what I wanted. See how like beautiful this is, but it's very simple at the same time. It's just very easy, but it's so beautiful. I love it. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to do something else on my lid. Just to make it pop, but just a teeny bit more. Let's see what we've got. You know what, I'm gonna take, what is this called? Girlfriend. Beautiful white with an iridescent pink. It's gorgeous. And I'm just gonna be, this is the only way I'll put shimmers on my lid without setting spray, is if I pick it up on my finger, because if you do them on your finger, which is time saving, it picks up pigment very well. So I'm gonna be putting that in the middle of my eyelid. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh, that is beautiful. I'm obsessed. Okay, I'm gonna be taking that blending brush we used for the crease and just lightly, I'm feathering it over those two colors to blend them together. And that is it for the eyelids. And now this is where you go and apply your eyeliner, your mascara, lashes, all that fun stuff. I'll go ahead and do it. So now I'm gonna be doing my eyeliner, and I'll show you on camera because I do get a lot of questions about how I do my wing. This is kind of what I was known for in high school. Everybody would ask me to do their eyeliner in class, to the point where my teachers were like, can you do my eyeliner? I had to do one of my teacher's eyeliner before. I'm not kidding. And I gave her a wing and she bragged about it all day. It was pretty funny. But anyways, I'm gonna be going in with my favorite eyeliner, my ride or die, my favorite eyeliner in the whole world. Like, Simba, is this you? Like, it's the best. This is the Tarteist double take eyeliner, and it's two-sided. So it's got a felt tip pen on one side and a crayon type eyeliner on the other. And this eyeliner is the most long-wearing, most black eyeliner I've ever used. I used to use the Kat Von D, and I still love it. But this one has just changed my life. It's changed everything about eyeliner for me. But anyways, I do my eyeliner, and I hope this is helpful for some of you. It may not be, but this is how I do it, and I do get questions about it. So I'm hoping that this helps somebody. All right, so I'm gonna be taking that pen, and I'm going to be drawing a line. This is gonna be so hard to explain. I'm going to be taking a line, drawing a line from the outer corner of my eye, and drawing a line, and I'm going pretty heavily at first, and then I'm flicking it out. And I'm using a lot of pressure, and then I'm flicking it right out. I'm going to be starting from my inner corner and staying as close to the lash line as possible. It's so hard for me to talk while doing this. Start from the inner corner and go close to your lash line as you possibly can. Then I stop midway, and then I go back out to that initial line that I drew, and I draw a line inwards, connecting it to whatever I just drew. And now I'm starting to thicken it up a little. And then now I'm just filling in my wing, and then I'll go back in and fix any harsh lines. Not harsh lines, this is a harsh line, the whole thing is a harsh line. Going in and fixing any like janky lines or anything. And that's how I do my eyeliner. That's basically it. Okay, what happened there? Excuse me, you're not allowed there. Oh man, what is this? Okay, fixed it. Okay, so now is the time to curl your eyelashes. Going with my eyelash curler. I got this from TJ Maxx actually, and also I will do a TJ Maxx whole video actually on it because I get a lot of my makeup from there. I will do a whole video on it. Okay, so just curl your eyelashes like you normally would. I'm just gonna keep it simple to the point where I'm not even gonna put eyelashes on for this look because I don't think they're necessary. I mean, I love eyelashes and I would wear them, but I want to keep this as simplistic as I possibly can for those who can't spend a lot of time putting eyelashes on or they don't know how, or, you know, I just don't want to make this too confusing for anybody. I'm gonna have to go get some eyelashes. Dang it! Okay, so now I'm gonna be doing my mascara, and I'm gonna be using the Shiseido Full Lash Volume Mascara. I got this for Christmas. I have not tried it yet. I usually use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, which is my favorite, or the Maybelline Falsies. I love those two. But I wanted to give this one a try, so let's see how it works. Okay, this is separating my eyelashes out so nicely already. Oh my gosh. I mean, mascara is mascara for the most part, but oh. It's not clumping at all, which is very nice because I hate when that happens. I'm going to be doing my lower lash line, and I'm going to be taking the James Street palette again, and I'm going to be mixing this color, the rusty one that we used earlier, and the dark brown one. Very lightly, because this is supposed to be a lighter look, I'm going to be taking it kind of heavier on my lower lash line right here and bringing it in very lightly. I'm just blending that out a little bit. Okay, so now I'm just going to be adding mascara to my bottom lashes. So now is the time that I'm going to be wiping away my bake. I'm taking a fluffy brush and just dust the excess away. Then I'm going to be just lightly bronzing my face just to set the contour. And I'm using the Benefit Hoola Light. In the same palette, I'm going to be going in with Dandelion, which is a beautiful light pink blush. I'm just going to be rosing my cheeks a little bit. All there's left to do now is highlighter and lipstick. Now this is my favorite highlighter palette ever. This is the Pure Cosmetics highlighter palette. And honestly, I love these so much. These are amazing. But I'm going to be going in with Starbright because this is more champagne-y and it goes with the eyes. And I'm just going to be highlighting my cheeks. I'm not going to go too crazy because this isn't supposed to be crazy. The next one is though. And I'm just going to hit all the high points of my face. I'm not going to do my forehead because it does make me very oily. So see how it just gives like a nice, just a little kiss of highlighter. Oh, and also before I forget, I'm going to be taking Starbright and putting it in my inner corners just to brighten that up a little. I'm going to lightly line my lips with MAC's lip liner, my favorite lip liners. This is in Spice, and I'm just going to be lightly lining my lips. Okay, so to keep this look very simple and not too time consuming, which I know this video is very time consuming, I'm sorry. I'm just going to put the lip liner all over my lips and just not use a lipstick. You can if you want. I'm going to be using one of these Huda Beauty lip strobes, the Winter Solstice collection, and they're mini lip strobes, and they're her lip strobes, basically lip glosses. And I'm going to be, which one do I? Okay, I guess this is the lucky winner. This is Bewitched. This is my favorite one. I like this one because it's got blue but also an iridescent pink undertone, and that will go with the eyes. So I'm just going to be applying that on top. It's gorgeous. And it's perfect for New Year's. Okay, so that is it for look number 1. And this is the more simple, fast, glam go-to look for New Year's. This one shouldn't take you too long. It's nothing crazy, but it has just a little bit of to it. I hope that this works out for some of you, and I hope this can help you decide on what you're wanting to do if you're going out and you don't want to spend a lot of time on your makeup. That is this one, and I hope you enjoyed this one, and let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this look is going to be more glam. This is up my alley. I'm so excited to do this one. I'm not going to be taking anything off. I'm just going to be going with what I've got. I'm just going to make it crazy because that's what I do, right? I'm extra and I'm over dramatic and I'm over the top. I want to try to use the same palettes because I want you to see how you could use, especially this one, I want you to see how you can get all kinds of different looks out of this palette. I'm going to be going in with my favorite, the E27 blending brush, and I'm going to take, we're going to go full speed ahead here. I'm going to be going with that dark brown and load up my brush and let's go to town. So I'm going to be taking that dark brown, going into my crease and just really hitting that crease. I want this to turn heads, you know what I mean? And honestly, like, you can try both of these. Like, start with the simple one. If you don't like it, you can put this right on top of it. I'm just putting that dark brown all over my eye in my crease. And blending it out, of course. And see how dramatic it's already getting? And this is, I'm obsessed with this palette. Like, I'm honestly so obsessed with it because you can do so many things. Okay, so now I'm gonna go a little, this may be a little dramatic for some people, and I understand. You can leave it at that and go. But I'm extra, the queen of extra. Hello, that's me. I'm Delaney. Nice to meet you. This baby right here. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. This is called Water Bearer. Loading up my brush with this bad boy and putting it in my crease. And this is what's gonna make it, like, do you see? It's gonna deepen it, smoke it out. And it adds that little New Year's flair, because whenever I think of New Year's, I think of navies and dark blues and like greens. I don't know why, I just do. So I'm gonna go full force here. So I am putting that in my outer corner and blending it out. And blend, 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 blend. I cannot stress this enough. Blending is the most important step ever. And if you know me, you know I don't play around with blending. I am a blend freak. So I don't play. I do not play. I'm just gonna be smoking that out. And this is why transition shades are so important. Because if I hadn't laid down a transition before I did all of this, this would not be blending together at all. And it's looking unblended right now, but we will always go back in and make sure it is blended. You don't have to go ahead and blend it out right away. Just get your initial color laid down, and then you can blend it out later. We've already made it more dramatic. I mean, why wouldn't we? It's me. Okay, so now I'm going in with the M532 and that same fluffy blending brush, and this is where I'm going to be blending like crazy. Making sure that brown and this bluey color, I don't really know how to describe it. It's just a beautiful blue, teal, green. And I'm going to be just blending all of those together. When you're doing dark colors, blending is a very important process because it can end up looking sloppy if you're not careful. Just take your time. If you're not into blending, just, I mean, do what you need to do, but just make sure that you're at least blending it out just a smidge, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna be going in with a different blending brush, and this is the same one we used in the other look, and I'm going in on top of that to blend it out furthermore. Then I'll even go in to the point where if I need to, and blend it out with my finger, because your fingers are your best brushes sometimes. I hate to do this, but it's me. Going with that dark brown and just pop it right back into that crease, because I feel like we lost some depth. Not really, but you know what I mean. I'm just making sure that I've got dimension and it is blended. It can get very boring if you're not adding different colors in there to make it deeper and more defined, because it just adds, like, I don't know, it just adds layers and like I just said, dimension. Like, because if you just do like a dark brown and this with no, and you just blend it together and you don't add extra in it, it's just not, it's gonna look flat, and you don't want that. I'm gonna be cutting the crease with actual concealer this time, because I'm gonna be testing out a new product, and if I can find my concealer brush, that'd be great. You can also use one of these. This would work too. I'm just gonna go with it. So I'm gonna be taking Tarte Shape Tape, I love this for cutting creases. It's just such a smooth formula. I haven't tried Kylie's yet to do that with, but probably should, but I'm just gonna stick with what I know right now. I get concealer in my hair. I hope not. Okay, I'm gonna be starting on the outer portion of my eye. And this is genuinely going to make a difference. I hope you can see what it's doing. And be very precise with this part. And just bring that in to the middle. Like that. So that is the cut crease so far. We're not done. So I'm gonna be taking, where did I put you, E27? I'm losing, okay, there you are. Okay, the E27, and this still has some of that blue color on it. And I'm going to be blending, and let your concealer dry just a smidge. And I'm going to be blending it in with the concealer, not a lot, just getting rid of that harsh edge right there in the middle of your lid. Now is the fun part because I'm trying something out that I haven't tried yet, and I'm so excited to try this. Okay, so I just recently bought the Lit Cosmetics glitter glue. This is a huge bottle, and Lit Cosmetics was so gracious, and they sent me a little handwritten note, and they sent me 2 free glitters and a Christmas ornament, and it was the sweetest thing. I love you. That was so sweet of you. Like, I'm gonna be taking the Lit Cosmetics glitter glue and the little glitter they sent me. This is the silver one. Diamond Girl. Diamond Girl is what it's called. This is the Morphe M321 brush. This is a pencil brush. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm going to be dipping my brush very lightly into the glitter glue. I'm not saturating it. I'm just very lightly dipping it into the glue. I'm gonna be putting it on my lid wherever I want the glitter to stick. Okay, so it should be tacky by now. It's only been about a minute, but I wouldn't wait any longer. I can feel my eyelids sticking. So I'm going to be going in with the Lit Cosmetics glitter and Diamond Girl and just very lightly dipping my brush into the glitter. I don't know if you can see it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, and I'm just going to be putting that wherever I put the glitter glue at. Oh yes, I'm obsessed with this already. Okay, I'm shook. You guys. This glitter is not a joke, and this glitter glue is not a joke either. Oh, this is like, I'm not kidding. The name is Diamond Girl, clearly there's a reason. I feel like I have diamonds on my eyes. Lit Cosmetics. You have my heart. Thank you. Thank you so much. Seriously, you have my heart. Thank you for sending me this. I'm sold. I'm absolutely sold. My new favorite glitter. I'm gonna go fix my eyeliner. You guys, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. And now I'm gonna be going in with eyelashes. I know they're in a pure eyelash box, but these are actually the Ardell Wispies. They're not the Demi Wispies, but they are the wispy ones. I love these. I'm gonna be taking the Duo Lash Glue. It's the green one with the little brush. I'm gonna be very lightly, I don't know if you can tell, but do not do not put too much glue on your eyelash because it will slip and slide all over your eyes. But make sure to get the corners so they lay down flat on your eyes, and just wait till it dries. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm using tweezers to apply these. You can use the little lash safety things that they give you in some eyelashes. You can buy them separately at like Walgreens or something. And they're a lot safer than tweezers. I probably should go get one of those. So don't use tweezers. Do not do what I do. Now my lash is tacky, and I'm going to be applying that eyelash. And I'm going straight down. I'm not just going to set it. I'm going straight down on my eye. To make sure it's down really quickly before it dries, I go in with a brush. It's really skinny tip. I learned this from my mom. Thanks, Mommy. You're a lifesaver. I'm gonna be pressing the eyelash down to make sure it is stuck and it's not going anywhere. And this is the safest way to do it because the tip of my brush is rounded. It's not sharp, and it's not gonna accidentally stab you in the eye like a tweezer would. So, a pair of tweezers would. Okay, lashes are on, and now I always go back over it with some eyeliner to hide the band a little bit. And then we're gonna go back in with that Shiseido or whatever mascara you like. mascara and just blend the lashes and your eyelashes together. Oh no, hang on, stand by, I have eyeliner in my eye, ow. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna go to my Tarte's Double Take eyeliner, my favorite, of course, and use the other end. This is like the pencil end, the crayon end. And this is what I always use on my waterline, and it always pays off perfectly. Now I'm gonna be taking a pointed brush from that ostrich collection, and I'm gonna be going with Dream Street, of course. And I'm gonna be doing this dark brown, okay? All right, so it is smoked. And then to add a little extra, I'm gonna go in with that same shade, that green, or that teal green, and put it in the outer corner of my eye to tie it. I'm gonna go in with this Kat Von D Shade and Light brush that I got at TJ Maxx. I'm gonna be mixing Hoola and Hoola Light together. And I'm just gonna be really carving out my cheeks and really going ham here. Cause like this is glam, baby, this ain't a joke. And I'm gonna be using a deeper blush. I got this blush for Christmas along with all my other ColourPop things that I'm using. Thank you, Mom. She did such a good job. This is the ColourPop Super Shock blush in Drop of a Hat. Oh, it's pigmented too. All right, I'm gonna have to tone that down. I went a little crazy. Your girl went a little crazy, so I'm gonna get a little bit of that Fit Me powder from Maybelline, and this is always a good hack. Put too much blush on, just cover it up with powder. Okay, so next I'm gonna be setting my face with the ColourPop Amber Crystal Setting Spray. Going in with my favorite fan brush of all time. Is no one's gonna replace this, baby. This is my love, this is my life. I'm not changing fan brushes. This is the Morphe Y13 from their Gilded collection. This brush is everything. I ain't playing with you when I say this brush has changed my life. I'm gonna take Frostbitten from the Pure Highlighting Palette, of course. Why would I take any other highlighter? And just highlight my face. And I'm gonna go ham with highlighter right now because this is glam and I want it to be bam. Whoa, I just rhymed. And I want to be glowing for the aliens, if you know what I mean. And I'm gonna be taking some on my finger and highlighting my nose because I want to be Rudolph and my nose shines so bright it could guide Santa's sleigh. And then I'm gonna pop it right in my inner corner to just lighten it up a little, give it that extra wow, you know what I mean? Alright, that's it for highlighter. Finally, lips, and then we are ready to party. The MAC lip liner in Spice. Going with the NYX Lip Lingerie. And what shade are you? Where are you? Where are you? Baby doll. Oh, that's cute. Okay, see, it's like the perfect nude. Like, it's not too nude to the point where I look like I have concealer on my lips, but it's like... I'm going to take the MAC lip gloss in Ice Dream, and I'm going to just put it in the center of my lips to make them look a little bit more full. Going with this highlighter and pop it in where that lip gloss is. Okay, everybody, that was it. That's how you go from a simple New Year's look to a very extra, over-the-top glam look. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you later. Bye.